Everyone in the village remembered Lena as the girl who smiled too much. It was her signature, a bright, unwavering smile that never seemed to fade. Even at her funeral, they said she looked peaceful, almost too peaceful. It was unsettling. Lena had gone missing for 3 long days. The whole village searched, combing through every field and calling her name until their voices were hoarse. They finally found her deep in the forest, nestled between the ancient trees as if she were just sleeping. Her hands were folded neatly over her chest, and there were no wounds, no signs of a struggle whatsoever. Just that same, familiar smile frozen on her face. It was a sight that chilled everyone to the bone, a perfect, serene picture that felt deeply wrong. After they laid her to rest in the quiet churchyard, a strange and subtle wrongness began to creep into the village. At first, it was just small things, easily dismissed. Late at night, people would hear soft footsteps just outside their windows. They were slow, careful steps, like someone trying desperately not to be noticed. The village dogs, usually a cacophony of barks at any passing shadow, fell completely silent. They'd just whimper in their kennels, tails tucked between their legs. The babies in their cribs would start crying for no reason, their wails cutting through the unnatural quiet of the night. It felt like the whole village was holding its breath, waiting for something to happen. Mara, who had been Lena's best friend since they were children, felt the loss more than anyone. She found it hard to sleep, her thoughts constantly circling back to Lena's smile. One night, a week after the funeral, Mara was startled awake. Not by a loud noise, but by a sound so quiet it was almost imperceptible. It was the sound of breathing, right beside her bed. Her heart hammered against her ribs. She didn't move a muscle. She didn't even dare to breathe, convinced that if she did, the illusion would shatter and the real horror would begin. The breathing was light, airy, and eerily familiar. Then a whisper sliced through the silence, a voice that was both a memory and a nightmare. "Why didn't you look for me?" It was Lena's voice. Mara's eyes burned with unshed tears, but she kept them squeezed shut. A silent, desperate prayer on her lips. A sudden, biting cold filled the room, seeping into her bones. Then she felt it, the light, feathery touch of fingers brushing through her hair, just like Lena used to do when they were kids, sharing secrets under the covers. "I was so lonely," the voice whispered again, closer this time, right next to her ear. The words were laced with a chilling sadness that turned Mara's blood to ice. But now, the voice continued, a hint of something new in its tone, something that sounded disturbingly like happiness. "I won't be." The next morning, the sun streamed into Mara's room, illuminating an empty bed. Her parents called her name, their voices growing more frantic with each passing moment. Panic once again gripped the village as another search party was formed. Later that day, as a group of villagers scanned the tree line at the edge of the forest, they stopped dead in their tracks, standing there. Just where the woods began were 2 figures. 2 girls, their silhouettes almost identical against the fading light. As the villagers squinted, they could make out their faces. Both of them were smiling. The exact same wide, peaceful, unnatural smile. And then, one of them raised a hand and waved. "Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more chilling tales. See you next time.